Okay, so the fight starts with As Nodt pulling up on these NPC ass Soul Reapers on the verge of sending them to where Kobe be hooping at. But they immediately realized that they were not built for this and did the race like TK. They skedaddled out of that hole. But then this one dumbass lieutenant immediately got me tight by saying this. Since when is it the mission of the 13 Court Guard Squads to save our own skins?
We swore we laid down our lives to protect this.
Oh, shut up, nigga.
My guy, if you don't shut up and read the situation, ain't nobody trying to protect the Serete, especially from this demon. Like, do you see him? That man is from straight out of The Conjuring. The only way to beat him is with a lengthy prayer and 100 exorcisms. But ain't nobody got time for that. So good luck, cause you are on your own. Stupid. As Nodt starts walking up to him, looking like he's about to possess that man's body. But right before As Nodt could grease him, that boy Renji intervenes in the fight and he talking about some stand aside, trooper, I'll take it from here. Boy, stop it. You know you're not about to take care of nothing. This is the same guy that lost to Ichigo 2 times in the same arc. And now you're telling me he's about to take down As Nodt? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. But despite my warning, Renji pulls out Zabimaru and throws it right at As Nodt's head. But I was not surprised to see that the attack had been blocked. Renji tries to attack him again. And this time we see that As Nodt is using some type of defensive Quincy technique. But before Renji could figure out what it was, Rey Mysterio pulls up from behind him and tries to knock that bandana off his head. But right before he could reach him, my goat Byakuya pulls up and stops it with his Senbone Zagara. Yes, sir! That's what I'm talking about. We finally got somebody on this team that can actually cook. And not only does my goat get dubs, he does it in straight fashion. Just look at him. That man knew he was the drippiest in the room. Even As Nodt looking at him like,
he got that shit on though.
But As Nodt knew he couldn't go band for band with somebody with this much aura, so he decides to challenge him in the art of throwing hands. He pulls out his Reishi absorbed weapon and throws it at Byakuya. But not gonna lie, guys, YouTube hold this entire part of the video. Like, I tried to fight back, but I'm literally getting cooked, bro. So to save y'all some time, we're just gonna skip to the next part. Renji catches him lacking, leaving As Nodt wide open for a critical strike to the head. Okay, see, now that's how you cook. That sequence was too clean. They moving like Kairi and Braun, Naruto and Sasuke, Juski and Ruby Rose. That is how you pull off a team combination. That's a 10 out of 10 in my book. Not gonna lie, that junk just got me hyped. But once I seen Renji's face go from happy to shocked, I knew something was awry. Because once the camera cuts back, we see As Nodt come out of the attack looking like a possessed demon. Oh nah. Do y'all finally understand what I was saying earlier? That is not a Sternritter. This is a creature from the upside down. Normal attacks won't work on him. The only way to beat him is to drench him in holy water and burn his body to ashes. But after all those unsuccessful attacks, Byakuya decides that it's finally time to use his Bankai. But this is when Renji tells him that the enemy has the ability to seal Bankais. But given the current situation, my dog had no choice. So he drops his sword into the ground and hits the iconic line to summon his Bankai, Senbone Zagara Kageyoshi. Byakuya activates Bankai and aims it right at his head, but this is when they find out that they've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, because they are in fact not sealing their Bankais, but stealing it. So once Byakuya let off his attack, As Nodt simply just absorbed his entire Bankai into this medallion. So not only does this demon child have his own powers, he now has access to Byakuya's on top of his own. But not gonna lie, this gotta be a weaker move than KD going to Golden State, cause you're telling me that y'all pulled up on them unexpectedly like a father with the milk after his son gets drafted, and then when it's finally time to box, y'all out there stealing their Bankais too? Why can't these anime characters just run a fair fade anymore? There is no passion, there's no vision. But after Byakuya got his Bankai fleeced, he decides to still take the lead in this fight. So he tells Renji to sit back and analyze the enemy's movements. But the camera cuts to Byakuya holding his sword, and that man is shaking more than Shaq at the free throw line. He begins to think it's poison from the damage he suffered earlier, but this is when As Nodt buds in and he's talking about some, you feel it, don't you? What you're feeling is something that you lost so long ago you can't even remember. First off, do I feel it? Pause. And second, do y'all hear this man's demonic ass voice? That voice alone would send me into retirement. This man is not fighting to win. He wants your soul. But Byakuya eventually got tired of all his yapping, so he rushes in for a strike trying to cut As Nodt down. But to my surprise, Byakuya ends up getting pierced through the shoulder, and then we get this bizarre scene of these nasty ass flies covering Byakuya's entire body. And I know this isn't real, but how is this man even able to do this? Like, nigga, is this a genjutsu? Is this demon actually Itachi's sick ass in disguise? What am I looking at right now? But Byakuya ends up breaking out of the Timu genjutsu and immediately gets to boxing. But Asna jumps into the air and immediately shuts that aggression down by pulling out Byakuya's Bankai. This is when Renji questions how he's able to do this, and to that I say, shut your ass up, cause he's honestly worried about the wrong thing right now. He needs to worry about how he's gonna Muhammad Ali his way out of those attacks. Nigga, come up with a plan. See, Renji, that's why you be taking L's. You stay thinking about the wrong things. But Byakuya is staring death right in the face cause he is now on the other side of his own Bankai. Asna wastes no time and throws Senbon Zagura right at him. And since Byakuya never fought his own Bankai before, he ends up taking a critical hit and falls to his knees. Renji immediately tries to spin back for Byakuya, but Asna just gives him the same side eye as me because we both know
that don't work.
Asna blocks the attack, jumps into the air and starts spamming Senbon Zagura, putting Renji on his heels. But that is when Byakuya gets up, looking like he just got out of a fight with Sukuna. And I know this demon was just cheesing under that mask. He's like, oh yeah, I got to hit this man with his own Bankai again?
I'm with that.
He directs Senbon Zagura right at him, and it completely overwhelms Byakuya. But you would think after seeing this frame that he would stop spamming Senbon Zagura, but instead he just like,
nah, that's not enough,
and sends another wave at him, crashing him into the wall. Renji sees this and gets enraged, but before he could do anything, that boy Mask pulled back up and told him to beat it. No Mike Jack. And once the camera cuts back, we see Byakuya on the wall, barely clinging on to life. And once that man's Zanpakuto toe broke, I knew he was truly gone. And before he passed on, he gave us these last parting words.
Rukia. Forgive me.
Yeah, I'm just playing. Y'all didn't think they were actually gonna kill off Byakuya, did you? This is a fan favorite right here. If Kubo would have actually killed him off, I would have been at that man's door giving him straight haymakers. But even though Byakuya got humiliated by his own Bankai, we all know that get back is finna be generational.